Greetings. Happy Friday. Patrick here from Have Cheetah Will View, and I thought I'd do a review of a film that I watched this week. I dipped into my stash of IFC movies to watch Devil's Gate. Uh, Devil's Gate was released in 2017. It was released on IFC Midnight, actually. Uh, it stars has a great cast for one thing. This is writer director Clay Staub's directorial debut. He also co-wrote the movie along with Peter Arpello. He got a great cast for his film. He got Shawn Ashmore, who was in X-Men 2, played Iceman. He got Milo Ventimiglia from Heroes and a bunch of other ones. Bridget Regan, who also got she cut her fanboy teeth in Legend of the Seeker. And this also features Jonathan Frakes from Star Trek The Next Generation, where he played Riker. And the lead actress is a young lady named Amanda Schull, who this is her first genre film. She had initially starred in a movie called Center Stage back when she first started out. So, what is Devil Gate about? That's a good question. And I'll see if we can answer that. So, Devil's Gate is a science fiction creature feature story. Uh, but you're not sure of that right away because the movie opens up with a guy who's driving his car and his car loses all power. So, and that includes his phone. So, he sees a farmhouse and he decides to go over there and ask for some help. So he walks over to this house and he enters the gate, and lo and behold, he finds out to his everlasting sorrow that the house is not only boarded up, but the yard is booby trapped, and he meets a most unfortunate end. So now we then we leave that, and we meet a detective or FBI agent who's played by Amanda Schull, uh, and she's coming out to investigate the missing persons, a missing report of a woman named Marie, or Marla, and her son Jonah, and they suspect that her husband has something to do with her disappearance. So she flies out to give the local police a hand, except that she finds out the local police are not really interested in helping her. In fact, the sheriff, who's played by Jonathan Frakes, is downright hostile to her. And he is not above bringing up a case that she failed at where the person she was trying to help ended up dying. So, but she's a good agent, and so she grabs a, a local deputy named Colt Salter, who's played by Shawn Ashmore, and they head out to the Pritchard house to find out, see if they can talk to Jackson Pritchard, who's played by Milo Ventimiglia. God, I know I'm killing that name. Sorry, Milo. At least I got the first name right. Uh, so they go out there to investigate and talk to him. Jackson and we see Jackson and Colt have had a history. They have been friends for many, many years, but Colt is starting to sense that maybe something is wrong with his friend. And while he's trying to be friendly and helpful, Jackson's hostile hostility is making that really hard. Um, so they go ahead and lock him up, or they handcuff him outside, and then Darla, the detective, she goes inside the house. The FBI agent, she goes inside the house to see if she can find any signs of Marla and Jonah. She is unable to, but what she finds in the basement has her coming out of the house like, what the hell? Um, this leads to Jackson breaking down and explaining to them what he has, and that where the Marla and Jonah really go. Um, they can't go anywhere because there's no power. The car's broken, the car's battery's drained, everything's drained. It's like an EMP. When Colt, when they decide to go back into the house, Colt inadvertently triggers a booby trap and shoots himself in the leg. So now he's wounded, and now they're stuck in the house, and with something that they don't know what it is, what it is in the basement, and something's coming their way. So how did I like this movie? I liked this movie quite a bit, actually. I thought it was really well done. Um, it definitely has a invasion of the body snatchers, V type of feel to it. Body invasion type, body switch type or whatnot. So it has that vibe to it, but of course, on a much smaller scale, budget scale. But that being said, the effects are outstanding. Um, uh, for such a small movie, yeah, this is outstanding. Um, the person who created the creature is a gentleman named Adrian Moreau, who's actually got quite a feather in his cap. He's also worked as far as FX goes. He's worked on X-Men: Days of Future Past, and he also worked on the French classic horror film Martyrs. So the guy has some cachet. The creatures look great. The storyline, is it the storyline the freshest? Probably not. Uh, but the cast makes it seem so. They're all very energetic. Um, it took me a minute to actually recognize Bridget Regan, because she's unrecognizable in this movie at first. I was not aware of who Amanda Schull was, but I thought she did a nice job as well. Um, it was a treat to hear Jonathan Frakes play the crusty sheriff, because he got to curse on camera, and that's actually the first time I've ever heard him curse on camera, because he's always played on TV. He's always played, the good guy, the Frake, Lieutenant Commander for Riker. But he's a little bit frosty in this movie, and he looks good. Um, this was a lot of fun. The creatures were good. The revelations were really creepy. Um, Here's the disc, and as all with all ISC Midnight movies, they have reversible cover art. Let me see if I can do that for you. I know I'm not editing. So here's the other cover. Here's the other cover. You can reverse this in case you don't like if you don't like this cover, you can reverse it and put this on as well as the same back cover and spine. Uh, I will say though, I was a little disappointed in that there was no special features on this movie. Um, that was probably the only thing I was a little bit bummed about. It has some trailers, but it did not have special features, because I really would have liked to heard some stories about this one. Uh, would I recommend this? Yes, I recommend this highly, actually. And no, not because it's just IFC Midnight, but it doesn't hurt. Once again, they put on some great movies. This is a very well done movie, and highly recommend it. You actually can get this either through isc.com. You can also get this through secondary markets, eBay or Amazon. Or if you're really lucky, you could pick up a copy like I did, because my copy wasn't working. I picked up my copy here at the Dollar Tree sale when they were putting out ISC Midnight titles. So there's a few places where you can go to get this movie, and I highly recommend it. All right, well, that's my review. Have Cheetah Will View. And if you're new to my channel, please consider giving me a sub. Hit the bell. I'll let you know when I'm doing something new. And leave a comment if you sub, because if you just sub and run, chances are YouTube will not allow your sub. So leaving a comment behind saying, hey, what's going on, Cheetah? That would be awesome. Yeah, that's it. We also write a blog, and we have an Instagram. and we also co-host a podcast called The Midnight Hour, which we'll be bringing tomorrow or Sunday. We'll have Daniel R. Hill on, and he was actually in an IFC movie that I have too called Rust Creek. So there you go. All right. Thanks for watching, and we will talk to you soon. Peace.